Just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First carry for Nick Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Allen now looks to throw. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away? and take control of this game.
Slot man moves right. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Hey, red, black ultra, red.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Love. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action. Love to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharpe, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
On play action, Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Play fake. Here's Love. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Garrett Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Bills.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run on 1st down. It's Graham. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Cook up the gut. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The slot man in motion right. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioned together a heck of a resume.
In motion comes the tight end left. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And some space here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And this one complete to Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the double. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Going right back to Wilson. Touchdown, Browns! Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they gave up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
17, slide through.
On 2nd and 10, Love. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mack Wilson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and inches, Allen, and Diggs has it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 44, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in
They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On first down, Graham. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Allen's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills get a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ultra. Check, Hunt.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right.
Slot man moves right.
Black jump. Red cycle.
On 2nd and 9. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Edo blue. You yellow. Check smash.
3rd and long for Love. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. On play action, Allen. Right back to Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson, 34 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Red, yellow, quad red. Ultra, go ultra.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Okay.
Now this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Field, black. Hey,
Woods the receiver in motion right.
black ultra.
Love looking to throw it. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check you. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake, Love. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. Drill 52.
Love. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
6, 7. Green jack. Fly through. White.
On 3rd down, Love. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach has plenty to say about this game.
It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.